Hey guys, and welcome to another video. And today I want to be talking about something different. And also, I'm not doing a video from my camera. I just want to try something different, do a little bit of audio, and yeah, some other stuff. So I hope you like it. So today, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing a video about what my first Chelsea 11 will be for next season, and also opinions on other stuff as well as transfers and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go on it. So of course, today is going to be quite a monumental day. Hopefully, it's Tuesday the 10th of June 2014, and hopefully this will be the day when Diego Costa joins Chelsea. If it is, it'll be a brilliant day, and I'll also be doing another video on that. But I just want to do what my hopeful first 11 will be. This is before any signings have been made. So this is purely based on predictions. So yeah, I think overall, I mean, I'll start firstly with the goalkeeper. There's been a lot of discussion. I've debated this with several people, and I do think we should get Courtois back. About maybe a few months ago, before I actually saw him in the game against us in the Champions League semi-final, I thought that maybe it's not the time yet, and I think that I still thought Czech. I mean, Czech still got in team of the season. Let's not forget this. So to say he's past his prime is quite ridiculous. But I think now it's time for Courtois to come in. I think he's at the right age. I think he's got a lot of potential. And if we are making this transition, we've really got to do it. Because I think we've got the right replacements now to step in. So I'd have Courtois in goal. And then I'd right back. I mean, this is still quite a tough decision. And when I look through this team, there are a lot of positions, one or two maybe, where I really don't know who to put there, because there's going to be such a fight for places if we do get the players that we are strongly rumoured to get. So right back, I'm going to have Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta has been amazing. He's a revelation. I mean, in August last year, I just thought he was going to be a bench warmer and maybe get into few League Cup games, FA Cup games, maybe the odd league game. But he has been a revelation, almost a cult hero. The amount of Twitter accounts that are now dedicated and have names and profile pictures of Azpilicueta, just go on there and you'll see how much of a hero he has become. And he's been, for me, one of the best fullbacks in the Premier League. I know Shaw and Coleman are always going to be in front of him, but for me, going from right back where he was to left back and transitioning so well and being in front of Ashley Cole has been one of the best left backs in the world and probably of all time. It's just been amazing. I mean, Ashley Cole's got older, but he's to still step in front, and Ashley Cole can still do it. Maybe his pace is behind him, but even in some of the games, I mean, he's just been amazing, Azpilicueta. So I would put Azpilicueta. I love Ivanovic, but I just think if we're going to go with the highest quality team, I think we've got to go with Azpilicueta. Centre backs for me are quite easy. KO and JT, they're the best centre back partnership, not only in the Premier League, not only in Europe, but in the world, in my opinion. I mean, they're just so solid. Cahill for me, I mean, I mistake Cahill and John Terry because the amount of times I get confused over which one's which, and because they're just so good and both of them are brilliant. I mean, JT's been one of the best centre backs for me. He's been the best centre back in England for a long time, and he's still doing it at his age, and he can probably go for another 1-2 seasons. We'll have to see. And Cahill's getting better every season, so for me, quite simple, those two centre backs. I think most Chelsea fans will agree with me. Left back, now of course left back, Ashley Cole is in contract negotiations apparently, and it's just about, this is what Jose Mourinho said in an interview, and we're still not completely sure, but I'm going to go off the basis that Ashley Cole leaves, he doesn't come back, and basically we get in like Felipe Luis, who I think is the most realistic target. I'd like to get in Luke Shaw. For me, in my opinion, this is my team, I just don't think he's going to get in it. So I think Felipe Luis would be a great replacement there. Then in midfield, I would have not the two defensive midfielders. I would kind of have a 4-3-3 formation. But what I would do is have Matic, who has just been amazing in the Makelele role, and have Fabregas, who hopefully will be coming, and Oscar. Now the reason I would do this, and I've seen a lot of formations, great formations on Twitter, and hopefully I'll put a picture to one of these, is like, the reason I think this formation really works is because both Oscar and Fabregas can play number 10, but also Oscar and Fabregas can shift, and I think they've got the legs to, so you can have them switch, and they're both great attacking options, so one can move forward, one can move backwards, and I think that could work as a 4-3-3, and I think 4-3-3 actually suits us better than 4-2-3-1. I think when we're playing 4-3-3, we're a lot more attacking, we're a lot more quick on the counter. I think 4-2-3-1 for some reason, I think is sometimes dampen us. And I mean, the 4-3-3 against City was brilliant. The away game I'm talking about. Now the two wingers for me, one of them of course simple, Eden Hazard, hopefully staying, having contract talks at the moment. And of course on the right, I mean, it's really tough. I love both Schürrle and Willian. For me, Salah, I mean, I just don't think Salah, if we're going to go with the strongest team, I still think he's going to be on the bench, kind of drifting in and out of the team. I still think he can develop, and he's still young, so there's still a lot of progress for him to be making, but there are players better than him who should be in this position. Willian or Schürrle. I mean, both are brilliant. I think Schürrle's got progressively better, and I think Willian has as well. I think Willian just doesn't have the he has the legs and he works hard as well as Schürrle, but Willian for me just doesn't have that cutting edge. He scored some brilliant goals, but I mean, we want people going to be clinical in this team, and for me Schürrle is more direct. He is likely to score more goals, and I think he does play well on the wings and even coming into a central role maybe. And then up front, it's got to be Diego Costa. I mean, I hope Diego Costa, this is the one signing I want. Cesc Fabregas for me would be a real bonus, and it looks like it's going to happen. But for me, Diego Costa is going to be incredible. I mean, to have a striker who can we rely on, and it's amazing. Like over the past few years, it's been weird to. I mean, some Chelsea fans, I don't know if you agree with me, we've forgotten what it's like to have a striker who scores. And it's kind of a shock when one of us doesn't. We don't want that. We want someone who's going to come in. I think Diego Costa will suit. I've seen a load of criticism towards Costa. Not only can I show you and refer to the stats that he had in La Liga last year. I posted on Twitter of him, 1 goal behind Lionel Messi, and he's front of players like Karim Benzema and a load of other top quality players over there. Not only that, but he suits the mould of successful strikers at Chelsea. Now, I'm not going to go back years and years and years. I'm talking about in the last decade. Jimmy Floyd, Hasselbank and Didier Drogba. They were clinical. They were good at set pieces. And just overall, that's the word, clinical. They have presence. They can make something out of nothing. And of course, like Drogba was miles in front of Jimmy Floyd. Because Jimmy Floyd was not exactly world class. But he was still a great striker, and he was still someone who could put the ball in the back of the net. And I think Costa will work. He's more on the side. I think Drogba was more pacey than Hasselbank. Of course, we know that. Hasselbank was more just line the ball up to him and get it, but he was still a good striker in my opinion. Still got you goals, and he's more in the mould of Drogba, and people have compared him to Suarez in his creativity. So, I mean, yeah, I think it's all positives. And with our system, Diego Costa has already been playing in the system, but what's going to help him is he's going to have Eden Hazard, Schürrle, Willian, Fabregas, Oscar, you know, all these great players are going to be able to help him. And if you get like a Felipe Luis coming in, or even rumoured Thiago, which I don't really want. I like Thiago, but I don't think he's what we need because we've already got backup. When you've got these amazing players feeding him, I mean, it's just going to be an amazing team. For me, I mean, there's also discussions about the other strikers. For me, I think Bar's got to go. I think I just want Bar to go. For me, I'm a bit stuck on Torres. I've tried to defend the guy. I'm not going to say that he doesn't really have a reason for staying. Between him and Bamford, like giving Bamford a chance, if it means Bamford getting more chances, then probably I'd stick with Bamford because it'd be nice to see a young English player come through. But I'm not sure about Torres. All I want is world-class strikers, and if that means a combination of Costa and Lukaku, Costa and Mandzukic, I think would be a great addition. He's like a Dzeko. Just scores you goals. People say he's not the most pacey, but you need some variation. And to be honest, Lukaku and Costa are kind of not the same player. Of course, Costa's better, but what I'm saying is they're kind of in the same mould, quite pacey. So you need a little bit of variation. So if we are struggling one game, you can bring on Mandzukic maybe and go 4-4-2 or something like that. So that's my opinion. And yeah, hopefully next season will be good. I just want these first signings done. I've been joking with my dad. He says I want this done for your health, and I'm not struggling that much, but it's just really frustrating, as every football fan knows. And I mean, I just hope this first one gets done, and hopefully it's today. So thank you for watching, guys. Follow me on Twitter. It's not at DCManTV. I did put that in my last video. I've changed it now to at JackAction27. So go follow me there. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.